Eastern Conference semifinals on TNT. It's the Raptors and the Celtics. And never before in league history have we seen the top two seeds in the same conference. And let's check those starting lineups presented by Kia. Familiar starting fives for both teams. You got Lowry, Van Vliet, Marc Gasol, OG Anunoby, and Pascal.
In both of these cities, and unfortunately, due to the pandemic, they don't get to experience it in their home arenas.
Away we go. Toronto will control the opening tip, and we are underway in Game 3. Eastern Conference semifinals. Lowry on the take and a foul in the first possession of the game.
Raptors, look, it took 5 Marcus Smart threes in the fourth quarter to win a close game. So it's not like you've been dominated in both.
Champs, of course, they went through Orlando and Philly and Milwaukee.
They can to get the call, and $5,000 certainly will not deter them if it helps them win a game.
Everybody's doing it. Lowry scores, and one for Lowry. Quarters, and then was 4 for 4 shooting in the fourth. He couldn't buy a bucket. How about that one? Tice able to swat it in. Lowry's got 8, gives it to Gasol all the way through, uncontested.
Our league, so if he gets that going, it'll make it even tougher on the Toronto defense.
Lowry spins with Kemba Walker on him, and another one gets deep tonight. Different experience for them. Down 0-2. We'll see how they have responded. It's been a good start as Gasol's.
He's gotten Lowry against a different matchup. Off of 2 great passes from Lowry.
On the floor for the first time. Gasol gets a breather. And there's a nice hit. That's what they needed. Fred Van Vliet. Van Vliet working on the Ibaka screen. Tice just running over Lowry, and that'll be a foul on Daniel Tice. And now Lowry is imploring the officials to take a look at this with an elbow to the face.
He's very upset, as most people would be if they get hit there, and he definitely did get hit in the face. Certainly, they just haven't been able to make enough shots.
Just 1 for 6 from behind the arc. Number 3 is down. That's Ogilvy that time. Now, patient, finds Ibaka. Nice. 3-pointers in this series already. Tatum finding Wanamaker on the drive. Williams cleared some space for him, and Wanamaker series thus far. On the take, can't get it to go. Van Vliet gets it back. Second chance opportunity, and finally Siakam. Here's Van Vliet now. Van Vliet hangs. That's going to be an offensive foul going the other way. Boston gets back so well. So you got Siakam with 2, Van Vliet with 2, Powell with 3. Is that is good at the end of this first quarter. Boston with a 7-point lead just underway in this second quarter. Lowry gets deep with Williams there, and Anunoby for 3, another cash.
Good 3-point shooting team during the year, and they have not been able to get anything to go in the basket in this series.
In transition, Grant Williams. All right, so this is the play in question. Nick Nurse with the coach's challenge. The lamp has been lit. Game 2, and now 0 for 3, and Williams is standing out of bounds. Grant Williams on the sideline.
Going in the basket.
There's a turnover. Lowry trying to connect with Ibaka into the hands of Tice. Now Boston up 1. Here's Tatum shifty up top for Tice. The turnover. 3rd consecutive turnover for the Raptors. Brown hangs and finishes. Stretch that all led to points, led to a quick 6-0 burst. Boston has their largest lead. Gasol gets inside, gets the friendly bounce. Van Vliet hunting. Anunoby for 3. His first miss. Anunoby gets it again, and a little jumper is good for OG Anunoby.
And with Jaylen Brown out, Toronto going some triangle in 2. They'll be in it again. Foul in a triangle.
Smart high off the window, up and over Gasol. Anunoby having a tough time with the yo-yo. Long 3 for Van Vliet. Back-to-back triples for Fred Van Vliet. Met by a double team. And Walker gets free. Powell fell down. Walker off 1 foot, couldn't get it to go. In transition, Van Vliet denied by Brown. The game clock. Smart on the drive. Double team is there. He kicks it. Kemba Walker got it just as the timer expired. Catch up with Nick Nurse in the locker room. What do you have for us?
Yeah, Brian. Well, I'm going right back to that three-point shooting that you were just talking about. Well,
Tatum throughout the second half. It's exclusively on Twitter. Who got an F1 against Lowry. Smart open, set up by Tice, and that one's down.
And the centers in the NBA have gotten so good.
Crafty having to go up and over. Gasol can't do it. Now Van Vliet in transition. Smart is on him. Van Vliet. 6 consecutive games. Brown now on Van Vliet, and Van Vliet. Here they go side to side. And there's Brown. Boy, so patient, Boston. What a at the break. Dennis Kanter playing his first minutes of this series, Stan. And the jump hook is good right into the second game tonight. Anunoby with a steal. Van Vliet gives it right back. Marcus Smart returns a favor. Now Boston on the push. Smart all the way in. Bangs it off the glass. Brown on Van Vliet. Siakam with Tatum on him. Siakam for 3. Got it.
Had their best luck against the zone in this series. They get Tatum the ball at the free throw line and let him play in the middle of that zone.
Ibaka with a block, and this time Kanter cleans it up. Lead, they're up 2. They've hit half of their shots in this third quarter. They're 9 of 18. They've made 3 of 8 from behind the arc and make it 4 up and 9 in the quarter. Here's Williams for 3. Got it.
That's a
Walker, three-pointer is up and good. Kemba Walker, the superstars of the Bubble family life, and his partner Shante, and Williams hammers one home. Throw down on the setup from Wanamaker. Man,
that is really an explosive move. And this tells you how the game has changed. I'm not sure. I came in the league in the mid-90s as an assistant in Miami. I'm not even sure that's a foul in a Heat-Knicks series in the 90s.
Can you hear me? All right, we have a flagrant foul, penalty 1. For the unnecessary contact to an airborne shooter, we're going to shoot 2 to make 1. They get the ball out of bounds, 24 seconds.
Siakam now on the drive, met by Williams. Both Williamses. Patient. Finding Ibaka. Back inside, Siakam with 2 on the shot clock. He field goals in this quarter. There's Wanamaker now. He goes strong, and he is fouled.
Actually kicked Kyle Lowry. Oof. They might have, again, the way the game is called now, I'm going to say if they review it, we could get an offensive foul. And if you're going to review all the other ones, it is hard to understand why you wouldn't review this. James Capers did not want to, I think, not wanting to have a stoppage in play as often as we have, but that's going to go against Wanamaker. I mean, you see the way the calls are going, and that's going to be big. The bucket's not going to count.
And Wanamaker makes it a 3-point trip down the floor for the C's. They've got a 4-point lead, 5 seconds remaining in this third. Opportunity here for Toronto with Lowry probing, gives it to Siakam. Siakam drives, pitches it back. Here's Van Vliet once again, and Van Vliet getting it cooking now. Smart with Siakam right on him, gets by him. Oh, and a block by Ibaka. In transition come the Raptors. Here's Van Vliet, powers right through Walker. Offensive foul. Kemba Walker stood his ground, took the content. Here's Walker, hesitation over Ibaka, count it. And 1 for Kemba Walker.
Leave this game down the stretch.
Anunoby's right with him at 36 minutes on the floor as well. Inside, Siakam got Williams up in the air and scores again.
I'm a little surprised that Brad Stevens doesn't go back to Jaylen Brown on Siakam. He's had great success controlling Siakam. Siakam's starting to get going on Grant Williams.
Biggest lead of the night has been 10 points by the Celtics. Tough shot for Kemba Walker.
Floor right there for a loose ball, making winning plays.
He said that was my fault. Early trigger, should have had him on the floor, and he is on the floor here in the 4th. Back on the floor, and here is Smart for 3. No, missed badly. Grant Williams rips it out of the hands of Gasol. That's going to be a jump ball. Injury. You lose a big piece like that, Smart inserted into the starting lineup, and yet Boston has just found it. And now here's Powell, a long-range 3, up and in. Norman Powell. Point mid-range in the second half. Much better shooting. Has Brown, a little mid-range.
Tatum right here just gets half a step on Marc Gasol and is able to lay it in.
Tatum's got 15 points. We are tied at 95. A lot on the line. The defending champs down 2-0. They've got the ball. Turnover. Here comes Tatum. Running the floor. Gives it up. Smart. Able to stay in bounds. And Brown hammers it home. It's an 8-0 Boston run. Lowry does get by. Goes to the hole and scores a tough layup. Walker misses badly. That would have been a huge hit for the Celtics. Toronto only down 4 with the ball. Coming up on a minute left. Here's Lowry on the take. Lowry again with a layup. Three-pointer is up and no. Offensive rebound. Anunoby back to Van Vliet. They'll get it set up again. 2-point game. Van Vliet. Oh, what a finish with the left hand by Van Vliet. And we are tied at 101.
To Tice. Lowry stepped up to help. Siakam got looked off. He was running out to the 3. You watch Siakam here. That's his sink. He should be down on Tice. He was worried about the pass coming out to the 3. And then they are able to make the pass for the dunk. So he gets around here, the trap a little bit, gets around Gasol into the paint. Good help by Lowry. Siakam has to sink. Very, very difficult.
At 7 feet 5 inches.
Yes, and he will be. He is going to guard the ball.
Toronto able to advance it here.
And Kyle thing back here. Marcus Smart's going to stay up high, taking anybody coming to the ball.
Series on the line. Anunoby got it off, and it goes! Did it count is the question. OG Anunoby buries a triple at the buzzer.